Okay, this is quite an interesting little video. Okay, so this guy is coming from a pro headphone ability guy, right? He's used a lot of headphones, and he's saying he needs instructions how to use the headphones. Yes, I need to hook on phonics. I need to get myself hooked on phonics, boys, because I need to read instructions on how to use headphones. Oh, oh, that is so good. I'm sorry, but for a pro, that should be probably like nothing to you. I mean, why would you need instructions for a headphone? Just looking on the back of it to know what buttons are which is probably the best thing that you'll ever need for instructions, including they're not Bluetooth headphones, so they're not complex. So why the fudge would you need instructions? It's like a no-brainer. Good grief. Okay, now here's another thing. Is when he talks about design flaws on this thing, holy cow, this makes it hilarious. Okay, first thing we want to talk about is who the fudge would want an LCD screen on headphones? Okay, what? Why would you want an LCD screen on headphones? Oh, it'll make it more simpler to like know what's going on with the headphones? Okay, like how unsimple can a headphone set get? Okay, Bluetooth are already very complex, and people somehow get away with actually going bing, bing, bing. Oh, we can use Bluetooth headphones. And look, they don't have a display on them. Oh my goodness. They don't have a display, and people get away with it. Seriously? And you're talking about that these need a display because of how unsimple they are? Okay. And then here's another thing. This guy's complaining about that these should have a built-in rechargeable battery pack like most Bluetooth headphones have. Okay. No, because AAA's are actually a lot more efficient in headphones because when they die and you have an extra set on the side of you, you can just take them out, boop, put the new set in, bink, and there you go, you're listening again. For Bluetooth headphones, rechargeable packs that are built in, you would either have to plug it in and charge it as you're using the device and have a big freaking cord on the side of your head or on the back of your head or such forth and deal with that, or you would have to take them off and not be able to use them for 4 hours while they charge. Yeah. And not to mention is some headphones actually outlast, with AAA's actually outlast headphones that have a built-in rechargeable pack. And you want to know the reason why? Is because the battery packs built into the headphones themselves are actually very small. And some only last around like 10 hours. Because they try and keep the headphones as lightweight as possible. And that means they're trying to keep a balance for the headphones themselves. So they put all the components on one side and then some components on the other side, and then they have to counterbalance the headphones, so they put the battery in there, but they have to put the battery as a dedicated size to keep that balance weight even. When you have AAA's, you put the AAA's on one side, and then you can put the rest of the components on the other side, and they balance out themselves easily. So there's real no issue with that. Let's see. And then he's talking about, FM ability. Why would they shouldn't be FM? They should be Bluetooth. Like, oh my goodness, Bluetooth is the best. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I am actually, glad that there are this company, probably other companies too, like Sennheiser and such forth, have actually made 900 or FM wireless headphones that are not Bluetooth, because Bluetooth is, well, first of all, Bluetooth is 2.4 gigahertz, so it's the same bandwidth as your computer, so there's interference with that and such forth a lot. Input lag, where if you try and start to listen to your music or you're playing your game and you need that precise time, you get that input lag where basically somebody shoots you and you don't hear that shot until like a second after, and it's like you're already dead. It's like, oh, screw it. Bandwidth issue, stutter, like just because you can have like this right next to your ear, boom, sometimes it would stutter. It would the frequency transmission would not go into the headphones, and then you would have that little wave like that. And that's also probably interference from the 2.4 gigahertz, because there's a lot of stuff nowadays that use 2.4 gigahertz, and so you get that frequency interference. Not to mention Bluetooth. Most of the Bluetooth headphones out there have only one antenna on one earpiece, while the other earpiece is just not an antenna. It's just all the other components or a battery and such forth, which is kind of stupid. You would think that most Bluetooth headphones have a antenna on both ears, or at least the antenna dedicated to be one antenna, but go through the entire headband and then around the other earpiece, so you have a longer antenna ability, much more receiving communication and such forth with the headset. But no, they just have a little tiny chip about probably this big. Should I show it with my fingernails? About that big inside the headset. There's no huge long antenna that goes around inside the headset or whatnot, like you would see on built-in computers. You got a big giant antenna going around, looping around the entire computer. No, it's just one little tiny little square or such forth inside the headset. That's it. Or something like that. Or maybe just barely a finger length. Really tiny, crappy antenna. You would think that it'd be bigger. No. And also, again, with the antenna, is that if you cup your ear with the side the antenna has, it basically decreases the range by like 70 to 90%. Why? I mean, it's RF, it's radio frequency. Cupping your ear around the entire thing should actually improve the signal strength, not decrease it. This is not, Bluetooth shouldn't be like infrared, where you can cup your ear and then it decreases the sound quality or such forth, because the infrared beams are not coming to the headphones correctly or such forth, so it makes more static or causes no sound at all. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, 900 megahertz and standard FM radio frequency, you cup your hand on the earpiece or such forth, it actually improve it dramatically, because your hand acts like a magnet, and what that does is basically make the signal strength larger for the headphones to actually receive and transmit. So yeah, I'll get it. And then another thing with the antenna is range. Oh my goodness. Range on Bluetooth sucks. Okay, there's some that go for like 100 feet, but that's what they marketed. But in reality, like through walls and such forth, that can be probably only like 40 to 50 feet, despite the fact that they say it's 100 feet. Ooh. And then some headphones say they can go 10 meters, which is technically 30 feet. Like, okay, 30 feet, that's, well, that's not really cool in anybody's dictionary or anything like that. It's just like crap. You would think that Bluetooth being so hyped up that, oh my gosh, you would have a range of 200 plus feet. But no. FM and 900 megahertz has a dramatic increase in range. Holy baloney! They can go up to 100 feet, 150 feet, 200 feet, and still get good signal strength. Wow. Whew. People can have a three-story house go all the way down to the basement and still hear the headphones very good. Wow. So yeah, it's like pretty crazy. Why would you want these cool headphones to be Bluetooth? You actually, I think the marketing people should actually make a lot more standard stuff. And another thing with the Bluetooth and such forth is that nowadays, since Bluetooth is the popular thing in the world, that we're not using the old standard stuff. So if we used the previous stuff, we wouldn't really have much of an issue with frequency issue, ability, or whatnot, interference or anything like that, because there's not much of those signals anymore. There's just 2.4 gigahertz. So if we went back to using those, we'd probably have a better and clearer response than we would with 2.4 gigahertz. Or we would have had in the past. Because nowadays, not many stuff is using the old band, old wireless frequency abilities. So we'd have a better chance nowadays than previous. So yeah, companies doing standard FM or 900 megahertz or even below FM radio frequency ability, please make more of that, because that will be the cutting edge ability versus Bluetooth. I actually hope that a lot of more companies actually make a lot more of those kind of headphones where they're not Bluetooth and such forth, and make it behind the neck style headphones, because the cost ones right here are getting sort of out of their reputation, and the manufacturer of cost has actually discontinued it. So yeah, it's kind of sad to see some of these great systems be dead. So companies should actually bring such of the old ability back into life. And they're simple design, so they're not so complex. That's another thing about Bluetooth, is with their entire design is Bluetooth requires all that complex baloney. RF, infrared, 900 megahertz, only thing you really need to do is turn your volume up, and boom. I mean, sure, with these headphones that he's talking about is a little more different, but it's not as so complex as with Bluetooth is. I can guarantee that. Anyways, what do you guys think? Because for such, I would, if these weren't, if I didn't get these on a deal for $30, I would probably sell these, because they're about $300 from the manufacturer. I would probably sell these, get my money's worth, and buy those in a heartbeat versus my Bluetooth cost Cobalts. Because that's how much those are probably a lot better than Bluetooth in the world is. Anyways, have fun with your review, dude. And see you later.